In this video, we're going to talk about the Sultan of Brunei's $5 billion car collection. Before starting, please do like the video and subscribe to the Luxury Lord for future updates. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below for discounted offers. One of the wealthiest people in the world is Hassan al-Bolkiah ibn Omar Ali Saifuddin III, widely known as the 29th Sultan of Brunei. A sizable chunk of his estimated $30 million personal net worth is housed in his collection of automobiles, although it's difficult to determine exact figures because the Sultan and his family are infamously secretive with their purchases. It's believed that the Sultan has around 7,000 cars with a combined value of over $5 billion. Today, we're going to talk about the top 10 exclusive cars that the Sultan of Brunei owns. Number 10, McLaren F1 LM. The McLaren F1 LM, which was created to commemorate the 5 F1 race vehicles that finished the 1995 24 Hours of Le Mans, was only ever made in 5 copies. Along with one of the 3 McLaren F1 GTs, the Sultan purchased 3 of them. According to McLaren, the vehicles were created with a few road-legal alterations as feasible to be as similar to the GTR race car as possible. Due to its usage of a D-restricted variant of the competition GTR's engine, the LM is also the most potent F1 vehicle, whether it be road-legal or race-built. According to McLaren, every LM was painted papaya orange and had a clean carbon fiber interior with race seats. Number 9, Ferrari Mythos. The Mythos, like the Ferrari F90 Speziale, was constructed under the Testarossas chassis and utilized many of the internal parts, including its engine and transmission. It made its debut as a concept at the 1989 Tokyo Motor Show and was created by Pininfarina. Ferrari reportedly explored producing the vehicle as a coupe, targa, or speedster, but only the latter was approved, according to Motor One. Despite Ferrari's unambiguous declaration that the Mythos was not a production vehicle, the Sultan of Brunei approached them about creating one specifically for him. They generated 2 examples, one in red and one in blue as requested. The red car is actually one of the few Brunei-only vehicles that have been spotted on the road. The blue vehicle is still rumored to be in the Sultan's personal hangars in Brunei. Number 8, Bentley Java. The Java idea, described by Autocar as a junior Bentley with Cosworth V8 engine, dazzled spectators in 1994 at the Geneva Motor Show. The vehicle was created with a more contemporary audience in mind than the company's prior models, but it was never intended for mass production. Rather, it served as a design study for later models that would go into production. However, the Sultan decided he wanted to acquire the car after going to the 1994 show. In response to his request for a limited run, Bentley agreed to produce 6 coupes, 6 wagons, and 6 convertible models. The vehicle, according to RR Silver Spirit, had a 4.0-liter V8 BMW engine and was built on a BMW 5 Series basis. Instead of Bentley themselves, MGA Developments in Coventry constructed each vehicle, which the Sultan's specifications dictated to be finished somewhat differently. Number 7, LeBlanc Mirabeau. LeBlanc, a Swiss automobile manufacturer, appeared to be headed for greatness at one point in the middle of the 2000s. They had just unveiled the Mirabeau, one of the world's fastest production vehicles, thanks to its ultra-lightweight design and Koenigsegg V8 engine. According to New Atlas, it had a top speed of 212 miles per hour and could do 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2.6 seconds. The Sultan of Brunei had reached the zenith of its purchasing power by the time the car was launched in 2005, yet he was still frequently buying some of the most expensive automobiles in the world. He reportedly paid $765K for a Mirabeau and had a semi-automatic transmission, his preferred transmission, custom built for it. Number 6, Cizeta V16T. Only a small number of performance vehicles have ever been powered by a V16 engine, and the Cizeta V16T is one of the most uncommon. A group of former Lamborghini engineers, led by engineer-turned-businessman Claudio Zampoli, launched the supercar startup Cizeta in 1988. It is no accident that the car's design is similar to that of the Lamborghini Diablo, as both were created by Marcello Gandini. The precise number of production Cizetas manufactured between 1988 and 2003 is unknown. However, Business Insider estimates fewer than 20. One of these automobiles, which was offered at $725,000 in 2020, was one of the 2 that was sold to the Sultan of Brunei. Number 5, Ferrari Ferrari F40 LM. The ultra-exclusive LM is regarded as somewhat of a holy grail among enthusiasts, despite the Ferrari F40 already being one of the most well-known and desired Ferraris ever produced. The automobile is the extreme race-ready version of the legendary road-going supercar, and the LM in the name stands for Le Mans. It's unclear how many F40s the Sultan owned in all, despite estimates range from 7 to well over 10. This is true of many of the Sultan's vehicles. It's been shown that he did in fact own at least one of the 19 F40 LMs, even though his choice of specifications is, to put it mildly, unorthodox. Sultan could certainly fetch well over $5 million if he sold the car, given the previous LM to be put up for auction went for $5.018 million back in 2019. Number 14, Aston Martin AM3. The Aston Martin AM3, a car that stands out significantly from other Aston Martins of its time, is another secretive special commission. It is styled by Pininfarina and coach-built in Coggiola, close to Turin. Yet it was based on a Vantage's chassis and with its supercharged 5.3-liter V8 engine. Pininfarina is thought to have sent the Brunei royal family 5 different designs numbered AM1 through AM5, but only the 3rd and 4th designs were given the go-ahead for manufacture, according to Aston Martin's. The AM3 is believed to have had 3 units manufactured in all. The only known photographs of those 3 automobiles are believed to have been taken in and around Pininfarina's factory where the cars were first constructed. None of them have ever been seen in public. There's a fair probability that none of the 3 AM3s have ever been driven, especially given how many of the Sultan's vehicles have turned up for sale with almost no miles on them. Number 3, Ferrari F90 Speciale. The F90 Speciale, one of the Sultan's several one-of-a-kind custom designs, was produced by Pininfarina in 1988. The Sultan and his family purchased all 6 of the built prototypes. The vehicle's chassis, engine, and many internal parts were taken from a Ferrari Testarossa, but Pininfarina themselves created an entirely new body for it. According to Supercars, just the wheels and mirrors from the Testarossa were used, while everything else was created from scratch. The car's existence was kept a secret for many years after it was delivered, much like many of the royal family's acquisitions. It wasn't made public until 2005, which is 18 years after the car was initially constructed. Number 2, BMW Nazca M12. This mid-engined V12 supercar is BMW's best shot at creating a straight replacement for the M1. The Nazca M12 made its debut in 1991 and was only meant to be a concept vehicle, but when the Sultan saw it, he immediately demanded one for himself. He persuaded the renowned Italian design studio Intal Design to create a production car specifically for him. The vehicle used a 300-horsepower 5.0-liter V12 engine from the same era's 750i and 850i models. Although only one of the cars is certain to exist, it is still unknown if the Sultan ordered one or more of them. The Sultan owned the blue finished vehicle until 2011, when a dealership placed many of his vehicles for sale, among them the M12. It is unknown whether the car was ever sold or whether it's still in Brunei, given the price of the vehicle was strictly upon request only. Number 1, Mercedes-Benz AMG CLK GTR. Mercedes-Benz aspired to compete in the most competitive GT racing again in the middle of the 1990s, but it would require a proper vehicle to compete in the FIA GT Championship. At the time, homologation regulations required Mercedes-Benz to produce 25 road-legal versions of their race car, but in the end, 26 were produced. Only 6 of these 26 CLK GTRs were roadsters, and of those 6, only 1 was right-hand drive. The Sultan of Brunei bought that particular model, which had a purple leather interior and custom seats because the standard ones, according to rumors, were too small for him. The automobile had barely 20 kilometers on it as of 2013. Mercedes blog claims that, in addition to the rare roadster, the Sultan also had a special CLK GTR coupe with right-hand drive, which was also sold off in 2009, around the same time as the roadster. So what do you think of our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to The Luxury Lord for future updates.